28,000 trips. 28,000 trips. That's a lot of trips. So I was talking to Harry, the RideShare guy, and he said, could you make a video of 28 lessons learned from 28 trips? And I said, okay, let's do it. So what you're going to see in this video is 28 things that I've learned being a rideshare driver. Some of them are things I've learned about life, and some of them are things I've learned about being a better driver. Since my first ride in December of 2015 until my last ride, which was this morning, taking a guy to the airport. So that's what we're gonna go through in this video, and stick around. At the end of the video, I'm gonna share with you the #1 best ride I ever had, and I'm gonna give you some details about it. I'll never forget it. So stick around. Hey everybody, it is Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy. And what we're gonna talk about today is 28 things that I've learned from being a rideshare driver. 28 things. So I'm going to go through them pretty quick because we want the video to be around, not too long. Hopefully between 6 and 10 minutes. So let's jump in. Okay. #1, put in the hours. All right. You can try all kinds of strategies and all kinds of techniques, but the fundamental truth is that if you put in the hours, you're going to learn, right? If you want to make X amount of dollars and you make so much per hour, you just got to put in the hours. And boy, when I did my first 4 years, I put in a lot of hours. Every week, I worked at least 5 days a week, and most days I drove 10 hours a day. So that was a key to my success, because you learn by the school of hard knocks, just putting in the time. #2, keep a clean car. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So keep a clean car. Something you can keep in your car is ozone, and that helps to make the car smell better. All right. #3, start each day with a full tank of gas. Okay. This is part of my morning ritual, and it just gives you peace of mind knowing that you're not going to run out of gas, right? My car gets 520 miles to a tank, and there's no way I'm going to drive that many miles in a day. So I don't even have to think about putting gas in my car. The place I like to go is AM, PM, okay? #4, get a big hot mug of your favorite beverage, okay? In my case, it's not a hot beverage. Mine is a cold beverage. It's a vanilla sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks, but it's nice to have that drink there, and just to sip on it throughout the day makes me feel good. #5, use rubber mats, right? Rubber mats are great because they can get all dirty and you can just kind of shake them off or hose them off. Before I had some nice mats and they got all dirty, and then you had to like shampoo it out and like that. So rubber mats, which you can buy on Amazon for not too much money. #6, minimize your expenses as much as possible. Get gas in the least expensive place you can. If you're a full-time driver, consider leasing a car with unlimited miles. I recently got this offer from Uber saying that I could rent a Tesla with unlimited miles. And that gives you some other bonuses in addition to that. So that might be something to check out if you're a full-time driver. If I were to go back to driving full-time in San Francisco, I would be driving this Tesla. Okay, #7, drive when other people don't drive. Drive when other drivers aren't driving. So I like to drive at 4 a.m. in the morning, and it feels like I'm the only driver, and I stay busy. Or you could drive late nights on Friday and Saturday night when a lot of drivers don't want to drive drunk people around, and you're going to stay busy. #8, smile. Smiling gives you, I said the car is the first impression, but you smiling when people get into the car is another first impression, and it just sets the tone for the whole ride. #9, learn to listen. This is such a gift that you get the opportunity every time you're driving somebody to learn how to become a good listener. You've heard the old saying, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you listen twice as much as you talk. It's such an opportunity. #10, learn to shut up. Okay. Same message as #9, but it's so important that I wanted to say it again. #11, do not talk about politics. Politics is just a topic. You're going to get people going on rants, and it's just not going to end well. Number 12, don't talk about religion. Oh my gosh, I've had some people go off on me on religion, wanted to convert me, wanted me to go to church with them. Steer clear of religion. Number 13, do not talk about anything of a sexual nature. Nowhere near it, okay? I hear stories about drivers, hitting on women in their cars, and man, you just cannot do that. Don't do it. Number 14, never inquire into a passenger's personal life, right? Do not ask questions like, hey, where do you work? Or, hey, am I driving you home? Things like that. Steer clear of that. Share my philosophy is share a little bit about myself and just wait. And if they want to bite and talk a little bit, great, okay? Okay, now we get into the enjoy the moments. Number 15, enjoy the moments, sunrises. I love sunrises. They are so beautiful. Number 16, enjoy the moments, animals. When I was in San Francisco, I would see coyotes in Golden Gate Park and in some of the hills. And every time I saw it, it just was amazing. One time I saw 6 of them all together. I will never forget that. And number 17, enjoy the moments, sunsets. When I was a full-time driver, I would see sunsets as well, especially if I got to see them over the Pacific Ocean, right? The sun was setting in the west. Absolutely gorgeous. Number 18, improve yourself. Use rideshare driving as a way to improve yourself. Here's all the podcasts that I listen to, and they're just awesome. Whether Bill Maher's got a new one, which is great. You get to hear him kind of off the cuff. Conan O'Brien. Lately, I've been watching a lot of the Smartless, Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett. Absolutely hilarious. Just some great stuff. Number 19, do not drive dog tired. I used to drive dog tired, and I would get kind of snippy with the passengers, or I'd be careless with my driving, cut a few corners, not be as safe. If you're tired, go home. Finish the day, you're done. Number 20, use the destination filters to the max. The destination filters weren't around when I started, and boy, they are sure helpful. If I'm anywhere and I got to be home in like an hour, I set the destination filter for my home, and I'm only going to get rides that are going to get me closer. Number 21, drive with a purpose. Know why you're driving, right? Like I used to drive for the money and so that I could travel. But the clearer you are about why you're driving, that'll stop you from thinking about, do I want to drive or not, right? Should I take today off or not? So drive with a purpose. Number 22, carry the essentials. For me, the only essentials are having an extra charger and having some tissue, okay? Those are the only 2 things that I think passengers really need to get from me. Number 23, the magic question. You want to know the magic question? Is the temperature okay for you back there? This indicates that you care for the passenger, right? That you are a professional and you want to make sure that their experience is good. It's something that you can easily adjust right in front there. You could also say, is the music volume okay for you, right? Because I always have some jazz music playing. So just the simple question can improve your tips. Number 24, put your ego in check. This probably applies to me as much as anyone, but people used to tell me, about their travels, and I just had this habit of trying to one-up them with, well, I went to so-and-so, and I realized that turns people off. And I realized, why am I doing that? Why not just celebrate how wonderful their trip was? So put your ego in check. Number 25, be grateful. Gosh, what an opportunity we have. All these great things that come from what we do. The fact that you can just cash out at the end of the day, really, really awesome. 26, learn from your passengers. Every passenger has something to teach me. That's how I think about it. And lately, due to my situation here, I've talked to quite a few people about Alzheimer's disease. A lot of people I pick up seem to work in memory care. There's a lot of memory care, a lot of dementia amongst the elderly. And there are a lot of those kind of facilities in my area. So I've learned so much about that. I've also been struck by how hard people work, to make it in America. So every passenger has something to teach me. Number 27, we're getting almost to the end here. Set a goal for each day. Set a goal for each day. For me, it's usually 20 rides and $200. But when you set a goal, if you're moving towards it and you're not there yet and you're feeling like, should I stop or not? You push a little harder to reach your goal. Number 28, enjoy the moments, special conversations. My best ride ever was with a guy named Jimmy Chin. So you may say, well, who's Jimmy Chin? Well, I knew who he was because I had seen his movie called Meru. So this guy climbs mountains. He's like epic mountain climber. And he also is a videographer and takes pictures. And he made a movie called Meru, which just blew me away. And I think it was like a month later, this guy gets in my car in the back seat in San Francisco near Alamo Square Park. And I'm like, it was too weird. And I said, Meru? And he goes, yep. And he was going to the airport. So, I got to tell him all how much I was impressed with Meru. And he told me about his next project, which was called Free Solo. And like a year later, Free Solo came out, and then he won the Academy Award for Best Documentary for Free Solo. So the guy that was sitting in my car, I then saw him up on the Academy Awards stage with his wife, who also worked on the project, and winning the award. And I was just so happy for him. And we had a great conversation about, remember we talked about women, and we talked about work, and things like that. So those special moments really mean a lot. Okay, key takeaways. It's been great putting this list together. Thank you, Harry, for the suggestion. I hope you found some of it inspiring. Maybe some tidbits will get you thinking more about how great, being a rideshare driver really is, or there's something you can take advantage of that you haven't thought about in a while. This is Jay Crater. I want to say thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, like it. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I just want to wish you a great day. Take it easy. Be safe out there. We're driving 2-ton pieces of metal, and other people aren't probably as careful as you. So you always got to be really, really careful. Be safe out there. Bye for now.